Hi, I'm Alex Busquet, and you're watching Street Vibes. While most of the outside world views the Caribbean as a place to relax and party, does that reflect the same to our productivity level?
Well, the customer service is very little, very poor, because you go in and make the service, and that in any store, you have to work all about for yourself. There's nobody to work on you as a staff to say, hey, if you need this or if you need that, you know what, you have to do it for yourself.
So that's no longer.
No longer.
The productivity is not too high. You see, if you want better productivity, I say give people more money, and if you want better productivity, you have to give people better training. And when you're hiring, you have to do a better evaluation about who you're hiring. So if you're giving people less than nothing, say you're giving somebody $6.25 an hour for 8 hours a day, $6.75 an hour for 8 hours a day, that's $1,000 a month. Like somebody you have to try and live on that. You can barely get by on that if you have to take care of your woman, take care of your children, if your mother's sick or something, if you have your bills, you can't do nothing with $6.25 an hour. So you could at least start giving the people. And sometimes there are some places where you get $6.25 an hour and you make money in overtime and stuff, and then they find that they don't want you to work overtime, they don't want you to work double time, and then they still want you to work like a boy. They want the best out of you, and they're giving you next to nothing.
So
and that's
blaming the employers.
and that's it can be the employees, it can be the employee, because sometimes the employer have some good employees, some well competent employees, and the employee is too smart for the employer. Like he want people that not as smart, people and incompetent people that he can control, and he could justify all the nonsense he's telling them.
I'll not say it's not a difficult question, you know. The thing about St. Lucians like to work. You have a majority of St. Lucians who want to work and are willing to work. But when you have a system where the minimum wage is not valued at nothing, then the people have to find other ways, you understand me, to put their time in. So therefore, if for a few years, for in time of compy, people have not been getting paid properly until a day like today, right? And you have bosses who want to kick them and curse them and insult them in all type of ways. I mean, after that time you'll get people that have no interest in working. So they'll just come, they'll give you a few hours, and they'll go. Just like the government workers. Waste of time people, man. Blessed love.
The productivity level in St. Lucia, it's not A+, but in some instances it is. A lot of places where people work, they must realize that they are being employed, but actually they're not the boss, as we say. The boss is actually the customer. Without the customer, then the business cannot move forward. A lot of different places in St. Lucia and also throughout the world, we need to train the staff when it comes to customer service. Dealing with the customer, because the customer is the most important person in the business. The customer is also the number one priority. If we do that, then things could be at a better standard, and people could manage, and everybody could be satisfied at the end of the day with productivity.
I believe so, most certainly, because we ourselves, we are a nation of partiers. That's what I have heard has been said. The truth and reality is I don't really think we honestly do not have a full sense of what it really means to be productive, and I think that's affecting us as a nation. And we are like the tourists in that we relax too much. And yes, I'm not saying that some people don't work very hard, but time is money. That's the old adage, that time is money, and money reflects productivity. I guess the more productive you are, the more capable you would be financially. And so basically, I guess that is very true. Our productivity, we are very laid back as a people, which is good. But at the same time, being laid back can affect how productive that you ought to be to survive in this modern world.
Let me say to you, this is something I have been complaining about. When you go to places, business places, even places of business that you come to buy, first thing to tell you, mabouze en l'argent. But this is wrong. We have to remember, people are watching us, and what we get is what we give, what we get. Right? We have to remember, we have to give people proper service for their money, or proper service for whatever they give to us. Right? So whatever we have to understand, whatever we do is going to reflect back on us. Because people out there come, they come to help us also. while they come to relax, because they see the Caribbean as a place to relax, while they come to relax, since they are not getting what they're supposed to get, you know what's going to happen? We ourselves are not going to get what we're supposed to get.
You've just been watching Street Vibes with me, Alex Bousquet, down here at the Aquarius Crossing, the intersection of Coral and St. Louis Street. With that, we'll take you right back to our studio.